Hey guys, welcome to a fun and I hope classic TFL Rotary road trip. I'm giving you a hint of what's behind our garage door. We just bought, well, before I tell you that, let me tell you what my first car was. It was a Honda Civic, but my first new car was the car that's behind these doors. And what we're gonna do with this car is, you know what, I'll just show it to you. It's a 1985 Mazda RX-7, the same color that I used to own back when I was in high school. And when this car came up on Craigslist, we knew that we had to buy it because there's a saying in classics, things, especially cars, are only original once. Back when I was in high school in the 80s, these massive emissions-choked American cars roamed the streets. There were of course performance cars. The Camaro was around, the Firebird was around, but the same problem. Those cars were very slow because we had just gotten out of the fuel crisis. So when it was time for me to buy a new car, I wanted something that was sporty, that was fun, and that was different. And that's why I settled on this Mazda RX-7, because of what's under the hood. And you know what it is. It is a rotary engine, and not just any rotary engine, but the 12A, a classic, reliable, and very well revving, very fun, 100 horsepower rotary engine. The problem with most RX-7s that you find on Craigslist nowadays is that they've been somehow modified and molested to within an inch of their life. But this car is completely original. Everything works, everything is the way it used to be back in the day. And let me show you my favorite thing. Pop-up headlights, how cool is that? Now we're taking this car, road tripping it, me and Tommy who's behind the camera, all the way to California because this is a love letter to all you Mazda fans, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna let one of the Mazda chief engineers drive it, let us know what he thinks about it, and more importantly, we're gonna do a tour of Mazda's historic collection. So we're gonna see all the historic Mazdas through the ages, and if all goes well, we're also gonna sell it. We specifically bought this car just to drive from Colorado to California and to sell in LA. For all you guys who don't know, rotaries now are, well, dead for the most part. A regular piston engine has pistons that go up and down, but this engine has a rotor that goes around and around and gives the car kind of a humming sound, almost like a jet engine. Let me start up for you. What makes this car so cool is that it's a time capsule from the 80s. In fact, I think this is one of the last 1,000 made of the first generation RX-7. It was made back in 85, which is the last year for this particular body style. After this, it became much more of a touring car. This was a pure sports car, and to prove it, there's no power steering, there's still a manual choke, but everything in here works. I feel like I'm back in big shoulder and big hair days in the 80s. But let me start it up and let me back it out of here so we can get this road trip going. I was in high school, I think this car shrunk a little bit because I remember it being a little bigger, or maybe I just grew. So unlike modern cars, this RX-7 doesn't have a computer that tells you the fuel economy, but that's no problem to us at TFL, because we've worked out how to figure out the fuel economy of a car by using the pump. So
it's time for your GSTV on the go.
Look at the weather though, it is cold. I can't wait to get to California, Tommy. Yeah, it is cold here. So we're gonna fill it up, let it click, give it a little bit more gas, and then when we stop again next time to fill it up, we'll calculate exactly what kind of fuel economy we're getting. Now, one of the things I'm a little concerned about, Tommy, is that we have to go over Vail and, well, not Loveland, but the Eisenhower Tunnel. That is a long stretch uphill from Denver to the top. And this little engine only put out 100 horsepower when it was new. How much do you think it's putting out now?
70?
Yeah, maybe 60. You think we'll be able to keep up with traffic going up?
No.
No? You think we'll be going slower?
Yeah, for sure.
65, 70, 55?
55, 50.
55. Give it 30 seconds, we'll fill it up. There it goes. It took 8.4 gallons of fuel. Now, one of the things we do with the Rotary is we put a little bit of motor oil in the gas because it keeps the seals nice and lubricated so they don't shrink and we don't damage the rotary engine.
It's the blue stuff.
The blue stuff, multi-purpose
Two-stroke oil.
two-stroke.
Just want to give it just a little squirt.
That's to lubricate the seals on the rotor.
There you go. Yeah, a little bit of oil into the combustion chamber to lubricate the apex seals. Premix is a way you can do it manually to prolong the life of your engine.
The only issue that this car has is right here, unfortunately. You can see there's a little bit of paint damage, and that's because the woman who owned it kept it in a carport, and the car's butt kind of hung out the carport. What do you say we hit the road? We got about 800, 900 miles to go.
Yep.
You think you'll make it?
Yep.
Hell yeah! All right, let's reset the odometer. There we go. It's got 51,377 original miles. I love this orange display. I mean, look, everything you need. You've got your tach on the left, your speedometer on the right, and then, of course, water temperature, fuel level, voltage,
And oil pressure.
and oil pressure. What else do you need?
Well, we got a tape deck, and this is a...
It's gonna pop it out. We've got this tape deck, which works, but this basically lets you plug a
phone into the tape player.
And the only modifications that we've made to the car is right here, and that is a cup holder slash phone holder. What do you think of this car?
Oh, I love this car. I'm really gonna miss this car when we sell it.
Yeah.
You still get the classic car experience with no power steering and this funky little rotary engine. It's just a great, great little car.
You know, it kind of came along with VTEC, obviously, which kind of...
VTEC.
What?
There's nothing like VTEC. This is way cooler than VTEC. VTEC is just a regular engine with some variable cam timing. This is a completely new way of thinking how a gas engine can work.
Yeah, there are basically two rotors in there that spin versus pistons that go up and down.
Yep.
Accelerate and show them. Look at that. Not a lot of torque, but just a boatload of smoothness and fun. The rotary engine was, I think, invented by a dude in Belgium or the Netherlands.
Yeah, the first vehicles to come equipped with a rotary would be like the NSU. Felix Wankel was the guy who invented the concept of the rotary engine, the Wankel rotary.
But Mazda took it to heart.
Yeah, they did, and you know, everyone remembers the RX-7, but there was also the RX-3 and a whole bunch of the Cosmo.
Even a pickup.
Yep, there was the Ripu, the rotary pickup truck.
So, you know, it was like nothing else on the road. At that time, everything was kind of just big and clumsy and not very fun to drive.
Mm-hmm.
So when this came out, it was something that was like a breath of fresh air, and I just fell in love with it. You know, I love the nimbleness. I love the way that the car rewards spirited driving. Hell, there's no power steering.
Right.
I mean, there's a lighter, though, which nobody has used.
Yep.
We have cruise control.
So this
And we have air conditioning.
This is a GS, so this would be kind of the base model.
You know, we brought some 80s tapes too, didn't we? We should show them the album covers. They're pretty cool.
Red one.
Yeah, show it to them.
The Alan Parsons Project.
Yes.
There's Dire
Straits. You're living like Larry in the 80s, dude. This Honda Civic next to us could probably kick our butt.
Oh, for sure.
Being honest, yeah. Let's face it. Should we race him?
No.
Yeah, I want to race him. He has no idea we're racing. Let's just race him. 85 versus what gen is that? That's like
Like an 11, 2011 maybe?
yeah, like an 8th or 9th gen Civic. All right, here we go. And oh, it's neck and neck. Here he goes. And here comes the rotary engine into its own. Oh yeah, looky there. We took him, Tommy.
We took him.
Silent scan. Scan. Silent.
Mazda had this really good idea actually. So this is the vent. There's one on the driver's side, of course, as well. And there's two positions. There's fan and then there's vent. So if I put it in fan, I can control the air coming out of it with the fan speed, of course. But if I put it in vent, let's see if you can hear this on camera. It's this super intense stream of cold air, which is awesome. It's the perfect amount of coolness.
Tommy, you know that saying?
What saying?
It's more fun to go fast in a slow car than slow in a fast car.
Oh, for sure.
This is the epitome of that,
Yep.
because it doesn't go very fast. but it feels like it's going fast.
Yep.
Hey dude, we just had our first accident.
What?
You see that? Look.
Yeah.
A rock hit our
Rock
windshield. And it's the heat on the window from the heater that's going to cause it to grow.
To spread, yeah.
Not much we can do about it till we get to California. We're about to head up the mountain. You want to drive?
Yeah, I'd love to.
All right, you take over. Okay, Tommy, here we go. You know where we're heading?
Straight to Grand Junction?
Yeah, which is where this car lived its whole life.
Oh yeah, it's going home.
It's going home. We made it to Georgetown, and you see that hill up ahead?
Yep.
That is probably the steepest part of I-70 outside of coming back up the Ike Gauntlet the other way, which we won't be doing. So if the car can maintain speeds up this hill, then it can maintain it up anywhere along
The highway?
the front range, yeah. Already downshifting into fourth, huh?
I don't want to be in the right lane.
Yeah, you're gonna get stuck in the right lane.
Yeah, okay.
How's it feeling? Is it dying?
No, doing really good so far, fourth.
You know what? This car wasn't as slow as people think it is.
One thing I will say is this is the most fun I've had driving up here on I-70 ever.
We made it to the
Eisenhower Tunnel.
yeah, it was pretty drama-free, Tommy.
Yeah, awesome.
Oh, that is so good. Yeah, we're down the quarter so far. I'm really curious to see what kind of fuel economy we're getting. What do you think?
Well, I think it's going to be poor because we've been, you know,
Going up.
4,000 RPM uphill.
Head north on Colorado 9 South, North Summit Boulevard toward Dillon Dam Road. Dam Road, Dillon Dam Road.
So we made it to FRUITA, Colorado, and why does every gas station have to have a TV or music on? How many miles we go, Tommy?
I don't know. I forgot. 279.
We've gone almost 300 miles since we filled up. 279, huh? All right, let's fill it up. Tommy, what do you expect will be our MPG?
18. What do you think?
I'm gonna go with 22. There you go, 12 gallons. Have to wait. Give it about 30 seconds. 279 divided by 12.341. Oh, I nailed it, dude.
Yeah, 22.60.
All right, well, we got another, gosh.
377 miles.
Traffic circle. Take the second
Oh
exit
my.
onto Colorado.
Hey, Tommy, you know, one of the things that these Mazdas were known for was keep them oiled up to keep them running well. Let's just check to see how much oil we have. Rather be safe than sorry. Swipe it down, put it in and see how much oil we got. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's almost full, Tommy. Look at that.
Yeah.
It is almost full. Better safe than sorry. All right, we've got some ways to go. Let's hit the road, huh? Another 300 miles.
Yep.
All right. Hey, get a thumbs up, man.
That's funny.
We got 2 thumbs up there from those guys. Sometimes I forget just how small the RX-7 is, but parking it next to a Chevy Suburban and a Chrysler 300, it looks so tiny.
I did notice this morning, which is this nice juicy oil stain, and I'm hoping that's not from us, but I don't think it is because I don't see anything dripping. Yeah, it looks dry as a bone. Let's talk about everything that's going on in this interior, and I think we can do it pretty quick. Hazards, and then this is our infamous pop-up headlight button. On the left here, we've got our vent control, and our mirror control, and then our dimmer switch, our fuel door, and then our hatch release. Our wipers and cruise control, Cruise control is activated right here by that little button. Cigarette lighter, fan control, this clock, and then temperature control. I love how there's these 3 dials, very race car like. Simple slider for vent, bi-level heat, defrost, recirculation, AC, and max AC. This radio, very 80s, very retro. So tune, presets, and then over here we've got our fader, our bass, our treble, and then our volume control. Below that, of course, our cassette player, manual windows, and then your glove box. Factory 80s RX-7 shifter. And then of course we actually have a pretty decent sized center armrest.
Oh wow, look at that, Tommy, 2,000 feet. This car's coming alive now. We've got more octane in the fuel. I put in 88, and we're down to 2,000 feet above sea level. I can really tell the power difference, and it does handle really well. I mean, there's a sense of it being super planted around these corners through the canyon. You feel like it just wants to go faster, and whenever you get a car that wants to drive faster, you know it's a well-sorted car. Even though it's got a solid rear axle. Can you believe that?
Yeah, that's pretty bizarre.
You know, back in the day, I think there were 4 flavors of this. There was the base model, there was this one, which was the GS, there was the GSL, and I think with that one you got leather, a sunroof, and a limited slip.
Yep, you got a limited slip, and then the top dog was a GSL SE, which gave you different wheels. You still got the limited slip, you got every option available, but then you also had the fuel-injected 13B engine.
The one that people really want is the very last generation RX-7 before it went to the RX-8, right? The twin turbo.
Yeah, the FDs.
Yeah, and those are super popular because they were super fast, right? They competed with the Supras and the 300ZX twin turbos of the day.
Yeah, they were really high-performance cars. And then the FCs are actually, they're pretty desirable too. A lot of the tuner guys want the FCs with the turbos.
Hey guys, we made it here to Las Vegas, and we're looking for something car-worthy to do, and we found the Shelby Museum. Check it out, let's go inside.
Well, hang on.
Look, you've got the Cobra here, you've got the Shelby Raptor. Tommy, what's wrong?
Well, aren't we on a Mazda trip?
Next stop, LA.
LA.
All right, so we've got a bit of a pickle here. Usually it takes about 4 hours to go from Vegas to LA, but not today, huh?
No, there's a really long traffic jam, like an hour-long delay on I-15.
So we just talked to a taxi cab driver, and he suggested that we go up to PAHRUMP and then hang a left, I guess. It's a little bit longer, but it's more scenic. It's actually a nice drive. You go up a canyon. You have it Google mapped?
Turn left onto South Valley View Boulevard.
I'm trying to see if I'm rolling or not. I don't think so. Yeah, I am rolling.
Yep, you're rolling.
Yep. So Tommy, we made it to PAHRUMP, and yeah, Spring Mountain Ranch is just behind us. That's the Ron Fellows Driving School, and over there you can get racing fuel, 101 octane. You think we should put it in the old Mazda?
That would be a no.
$8.70 a gallon. All right, we're gonna go with the
good old-fashioned 87.
Yep.
Okay, our typical oil check. Survey says, looks as full as can be.
Bedroom. What was the exit? The way out. I've done it. I cleared the first gate. I raised back up after little on the instruments. It had taken me years to decipher the layout, and look, what was the exit? The way out.
Is that the world's largest thermostat, Tommy?
I think it might be.
We gotta go over there and check it out.
Oh yeah, world's tallest thermostat. Yep.
Yep, Death Valley.
There it is.
There it is.
How are we doing on gas?
We are good on gas. Fresh jerky. It's alien jerky.
Alien jerky.
Baker is quite the place. Look at that. How can we not go in there?
Galaxy Peace Patrol.
Alien parking only.
Huh. Some expensive jerky.
$9 for jerky, $8.99 each. The aliens have not made inexpensive jerky, Tommy, have they?
No, not at all.
Not at all. Well, as you can tell, we made it to Los Angeles, and it was quite the ride from Las Vegas. 2 accidents, made a 4-hour journey into, what would you say, Tommy, a 7-hour journey?
Yeah, about 7 hours.
Yeah, 7 hours, so it's pretty late here. And tomorrow, we're gonna go to check out the Heritage Collection, and we're gonna let one of Mazda's chief engineers drive this car and see what he thinks about it. It's been a real champ. I mean, especially down here at sea level, it's just come to life. And I'm so happy that we got to bring it here. Now, we've got 2 people already interested in purchasing it. I'm hoping that maybe the Mazda people might want it. But if not, there are 2 guys who want to buy this already. So, you know, it's going to be bittersweet to say goodbye to this car if and when we sell it. We're going to hit a wrap Bentley. Cost a lot more to fix than this would. Alright guys, so come back in a week when we'll do part 2 of this Rotary road trip, and you can join us as we go and check out all the classic Rotary Mazdas here in California. Thanks for joining me and Tommy.
Yep.
We really appreciate that you guys hung with us for this entire video. And Tommy, what are you looking forward most to seeing at the Mazda collection?
Oh,
Pick a car. Put you on the spot.
I really hope they have like an RX-3, one of the really old rotary powered Mazdas.
I hope they have a Cosmos.
The Cosmo?
Yeah, isn't it Cosmos or Cosmo?
Well, we'll find out tomorrow.
We'll find out tomorrow. As always, this is Roman and my man Tommy.
Yep, see you guys next time.
See, thank you, and see you guys next time. And
Yep.
all right, here we are. Woohoo!
There we go.
Ciao.
You are on the fastest route despite some traffic.
We have to be at Mazda at 9. Google says we'll get there.
It's a hoot. We've taken this thing on 200-mile road trips before. It's a champ.
Have a buzzer?
It's got the red line buzzer in it. You know you're RX-7.